Disembarkation day turns dream vacations into absolute nightmares, and you're probably making at least 3 of these mistakes. You've just had the perfect cruise, 7 days of food, sun, and 0 responsibilities. Then disembarkation, morning hits, and chaos begins. You're trapped in a crawling customs line. Your flight leaves in 90 minutes, and your passport is buried in a suitcase somewhere on deck 4. Cruise lines never explain how disembarkation really works, and even seasoned travelers fall into the same traps. So today, I'm breaking down the worst disembarkation blunders and exactly how to avoid them. And trust me, number 7 could save you hundreds. But before we continue, hit subscribe for more cruise-saving tips. Let's get into it. 1. Booking your flight before noon. You want to get home fast, so you book that 9 a.m. flight. Seems reasonable, right? Wrong. Cruise ships dock between 6 and 7 a.m. But you won't get off until about 8:30 at the earliest, sometimes closer to 10. Then you still have to collect luggage, clear customs, find transportation, and get through airport security. Experts recommend flights no earlier than noon, and realistically 2 p.m. is safer. Miss your flight and you're paying change fees, rebooking costs, and possibly a hotel night easily $500 down the drain. If you absolutely need an early flight, stay at a port hotel the night before and leave the ship the evening before. That extra buffer saves your sanity. 2. Ignoring your final bill until morning. You're exhausted from the farewell dinner and head straight to bed without checking your account. Big mistake. Your final invoice gets slipped under your door around midnight, and if there are errors, wrong drink charges, duplicate spa treatments, mystery fees, you've got maybe 6 hours to dispute them before you're off the ship. One cruiser found $400 in incorrect charges on her celebrity cruise bill and had to fight for weeks to get a refund after disembarkation. The guest services desk opens at 6 a.m. on disembarkation day, and the line is 90 minutes long. Check your bill the moment it arrives, then head to guest services that night. If you spot problems, the desk stays open until 11 p.m., and there's 0 wait. Fix billing issues before you sleep, or you'll be filing disputes with your credit card company for months. 3. Leaving your passport in the safe. This is the most common and most devastating blunder on this entire list. You put your passport in the cabin safe on embarkation day, smart move. You forget to take it out on disembarkation morning, catastrophic error. You can't clear customs without it. You can't leave the terminal. And you definitely can't board your flight home. Cruise staff report finding dozens of passports in safes after ships have already departed for the next voyage. Pro tip: set a phone alarm for the night before disembarkation titled, "Check the Safe," and physically remove every single item: passports, jewelry, cash, credit cards, whatever you stashed in there. Also check under the bed, in drawers, the bathroom, and anywhere your kids might have hidden toys, because the ship isn't turning around when you're 50 miles offshore. 4. Choosing self-disembarkation without a plan. Self-disembarkation sounds perfect. You carry your own luggage off around 7 a.m., and you're among the first off. But what the cruise line doesn't mention is that you're dragging full-size suitcases, carry-ons, and shopping bags through narrow hallways, into packed elevators with hundreds who had the same idea, and across a terminal that can stretch a quarter mile. Unless you're traveling light or can physically handle everything, it becomes a sweaty nightmare. One couple on a Royal Caribbean cruise waited 45 minutes for an elevator. If you have heavy luggage, mobility issues, or kids, let porters take your bags and follow your assigned group. You'll walk off relaxed and empty-handed. 5. Forgetting your key card. Your cabin key card unlocks your door, charges your drinks, and critically is required to scan yourself off the ship at the gangway. No key card, no exit. Security has to manually verify your identity, which takes 10 to 15 minutes while everyone behind you in line shoots death glares. This happens all the time because people pack their wallets in checked luggage or leave cards on the nightstand. Keep your key card in your pocket or day bag from the moment you wake up on disembarkation morning. Quick fix: take a photo of your key card number on your phone as backup though you'll still need the physical card to disembark smoothly. 6. Packing everything the night before. You follow the cruise line's instructions, pack everything, leave your luggage in the hallway by 11 p.m., and feel accomplished. Then morning hits, and right after waking up, you suddenly realize you have no clean clothes for disembarkation, no shoes except flip-flops, no medications, no phone charger, and no way to brush your teeth. Thousands make this mistake every week. You need a disembarkation day bag with a full outfit, including shoes, all toiletries, medications, electronics, chargers, valuables, and travel documents. Keep this bag in your cabin overnight, never in the hallway. Your 6 a.m. Self will thank you when you're not walking through customs in pajamas and last night's makeup. 7. Missing your unused onboard credit. You booked a cruise with $200 in onboard credit sweet deal, right? Except onboard credit expires the moment the ship docks, and whatever you didn't spend vanishes into thin air. No refunds, no rollovers, no exceptions. Cruise lines count on passengers forgetting about OBC, and millions of dollars go unused every year. Check your balance in the cruise app or at guest services 2 days before disembarkation. Then book spa treatments, shore excursions for your next cruise, specialty dining, or hit the gift shop. Pro tip: you can even use OBC to prepay gratuities or buy duty-free liquor in the ship's store. One smart cruiser used his remaining $87 to stock up on sunscreen, ship merchandise, and a bottle of champagne for the road. That's literally free money you earned. Spend it before it disappears. 8. Skipping breakfast entirely. You assume the buffet closes early on disembarkation day, so you grab granola bars and call it breakfast. Wrong. Most cruise lines keep the buffet and main dining room open until 9 or 10 a.m. One last chance to enjoy that amazing cruise food. Room service stops the night before, and cabin minibars shut down, but public dining stays open. You paid for it, and you might be stuck in customs or traffic with nothing to eat. Fill up at the buffet, grab fruit and pastries to go, and fuel yourself properly. Your disembarkation group might not be called until 9 a.m., so there's time. Never leave hungry. 9. Not booking transportation in advance. You figure you'll just grab an Uber or taxi at the port. How hard could it be? Very hard, actually. On disembarkation day, 3,000 to 5,000 passengers are trying to leave simultaneously, all needing rides to the airport, hotels, or nearby cities. Taxi lines stretch for an hour. Uber surge pricing hits 3x or 4x normal rates, and cruise line shuttles sell out weeks in advance. One family waited 90 minutes for a taxi in Miami and missed their flight. Book your transportation before you even board the cruise. Cruise line shuttles, private car services, or pre-arranged ride shares. Most ports offer shuttle services for $15 to $30 per person with guaranteed seats. Pre-booking saves you an hour of standing in Florida heat with luggage while watching your flight time tick closer. 10. Waiting in your cabin too long. Your disembarkation tag says you're in the 9 a.m. group, so you stay in your cabin until 8:55. Then head down. Now you're trapped in a hallway with 200 other people, elevators are jammed, and you're still trying to reach the gangway 20 minutes later. Cruise lines announce disembarkation groups over the PA system, but they also post them on the app and at the gangway. Head to a public area lounge, atrium, outdoor deck around 30 minutes before your assigned time. With all your bags, you'll be close to the exit when your group is called and skip the cabin hallway chaos. Plus, you get to people watch the disembarkation disaster instead of being stuck in it. That's it, but here's one final secret. Cruise lines definitely don't advertise. 11. Packing prohibited items in checked luggage. You grab some duty-free liquor, fancy cigars, or even a Swiss Army knife at a port stop. You pack it in checked luggage, put the bags out, and boom, you just triggered a customs inspection. Agents scan every bag leaving cruise ships, and prohibited items can cause delays, confiscation, or fines. Alcohol over duty-free limits must go in carry-on, not checked bags. Sharp objects, certain foods, and Cuban cigars are banned from U.S. entry. One cruiser lost 4 bottles of rum for exceeding the 1-liter allowance. Always know your country's rules. Declare everything, keep receipts, and never lie on a customs form. It's a federal offense. Lying on a customs form is a federal offense. Don't risk it to save $40 on rum. The absolute worst disembarkation mistake? Treating your last morning like an escape plan instead of the final chapter of your vacation. I've watched thousands of cruisers sprint through their last day in pure stress mode, yelling at staff, snapping at family, turning a beautiful cruise into a miserable memory. Leave your cabin early. Eat a relaxed breakfast. Say goodbye to crew members who made your trip special. And soak in those last ocean views. The ship will still be there in 20 minutes. Your luggage isn't going anywhere. And arriving at the airport stressed and sweaty helps nobody. Your vacation doesn't end when the ship docks. It ends when you decide to stop enjoying it. Protect your peace on disembarkation day, because that final morning sets the tone for how you'll remember the entire cruise. Thanks for watching. If these tips help avoid a disembarkation disaster, hit like and subscribe for more cruise hacks. Share your worst disembarkation story in the comments. I read them all. Until next time, happy cruising.